Hello, my name is James Simpson, and I'll be presenting the provocation paper, Should Alexa Be a Police Officer, a Doctor, or a Priest? Towards Cooey Relationships Worth Having, by my colleague Cassandra Crone and myself. Today's Cooeys present themselves as a friendly pal. Indeed, many conversational user interfaces present themselves as a neutral technology device that does not pass judgment on its users or have an impact on the day-to-day lives of users. However, numerous studies and stories have shown that despite its neutral appearance, Cooeys have the potential to manipulate and even cause the user to take adverse actions that are against their self-interest. One tool that we think can be really useful in designing ethical conversational user interfaces is to examine existing social roles we encounter in day-to-day life, particularly those roles that have some degree of agency over us. To illustrate, we will examine three such roles. The first role I will now present is that of the police officer who is tasked with investigating serious offenses. For them, the pursuit of justice is a core principle in their work, and society has recognized that they must be given a wide berth to do their job. Despite this, society has also placed some safeguards on those vulnerable by the police, namely those under investigation. The second social role we present is that of the doctor or medical professional who is tasked with diagnosing and treating serious illnesses. For them, the patient is paramount, with the Hippocratic Oath and legislation ensuring that this is the case. And the last and final social role we consider in our provocation is that of the priest, who provides spiritual and moral guidance to parishioners. For them, their principle is to serve a higher power by being there for parishioners and those who seek spiritual guidance. Priests have a number of implicit and explicit rules which govern their interaction with parishioners. For instance, they cannot reveal what was discussed during a confessional to the police. So what social role should a Cooey take? Certainly, we don't think all Cooeys should be police officers, although for some it may be appropriate. What's clear in these three examples, though, is that Cooeys should assume some unambiguous social role that closely models the tasks they are charged to perform, their core principles, and lastly, their obligations to users in society. Rarely would people confuse a doctor for a priest, or a priest with a police officer. At the end of the day, we need to have Cooeys that embody the social roles they are taking, both behaviorally in the software, but also physically in how the device looks. As I mentioned before, there's no mistaking a cop for a priest in real life. Second, we must stay true to the social role our agent embodies. If your Cooey displays itself as a doctor, it must put the user's interest above all else. Lastly, there needs to be accountability in Cooeys that betray the social roles they embody. Just as we have a court of law to prosecute crooked cops, so should we maybe have a court of Cooeys to prosecute immoral conversational interfaces. Thanks for attending my talk.